Hi everybody, I'm Jack.
And I'm Ash, and thank you very much for joining us in today's YouTube video. We're here from Honor, and we're going to be showing you some of our incredible products. The first one starting off being the Honor Magic V5. We're then going to talk about the Honor Pad 10 and the connectivity between the two devices and a few more key selling points as well. And we're going to finish off with the 400 Pro. We're going to have a bit of a customer interaction together so you understand how to talk about this product with customers. And we're going to finish off with gift with purchase as well. So without further ado, Jack, take us away.
Right, Ash, let's go back to where you started. First things first being the Honor Magic V5, right? This is the world's thinnest folding device. So when the device is unfolded, it comes in at just 4.1 millimeters. So a super thin device. When then folded, it comes into just 8.8 millimeters thin. So still super thin. Some would say it's just as thin as our Magic 7 Pro. Then with this device, obviously you want it to be lightweight, right? You're going to have it in your pocket. It comes in at just 217 grams, or about the same weight as your gerbil at home. Ash, the problem we've got though is with it being that lightweight and that thin, surely the hinge is going to be a bit of a problem on this device.
Well, the customers don't need to worry about that, Jack, because our hinge is made from Honor Super Steel. Also, in August, we did win the Guinness World Record for being able to lift a staggering 104 kilograms from the hinge alone, which is about the same as a London phone box.
So what you're telling me is, Ash, that's a real wow moment in terms of a telephone box that you'd see around central London being lifted by just this hinge.
Exactly.
But I think we get onto the screen and display in this device. So first things first is this front display. So for about 70 to 80% of the time, you're going to have the phone folded in like this and have that front display. That is actually a 6.43 inch display. So what that means is you've got your standard sort of bar style phone, but in this folding form factor. Then when you open the device out, you go to that tablet-like experience, giving you a 7.95 inch display, meaning you've got both screens with a 5000 peak nit brightness. So you've got a super immersive display as well.
So what a way for our customers to view their content. So keeping on the same track about the screen, we do have a nano crystal shield technology that's on the front, which is actually 15 times more scratch resistant than our previous model. If you open it up on the inside, it's made from carbon fiber, which is why we can build it so light. And on top of that, we have non-Newtonian fluid. A massive benefit of non-Newtonian fluid is it hardens upon impact, making it super durable. Now, talking of durability, the Honor Magic V5 is IP58 and 59 rated, which means that you can have it in 1.5 meters of water for a staggering 30 minutes. What that means to your customer is no matter where they go, no matter what they do, the Honor Magic V5 has got them covered.
So we've got a really thin and lightweight device that is super durable. Well, I think we go back onto that screen and see how we can turn it from being durable into people's productivity when using the device. So when you've got the V5 open, you can have your two tabs open. So for example, mine being TikTok and my calendar, so that I can see first things first, best Christmas markets to go to in Europe, and secondly, my calendar to see when I'm free to go. Well, now that is nothing new across folding devices. However, what is new for the brand new V5 is actually being able to use Multiflex to add in booking.com. So now I can check for somewhere to stay and have my calendar and TikTok open, but then also have a fourth window, which is my texts, so that I can message people to say, oh, when are you free to be able to come on this trip with me?
Well, you do have one hell of a calendar that is fully packed there, Jack, so I hope you managed to find some time to go. Additionally, I do want to show our customers how they can quickly access Multiflex on their Honor Magic V5. So I'm going to unfold the V5 here, I'm going to unlock it, and as you can see on the bottom left here, we have a quick access tab. We just push that, and then we click the multi-text option, and 1, 2, 3, we can load our 3 applications quick as a flash, and we're able to rock and roll. The only trouble is though, Jack, I'm really worried about battery life.
Ash, there is no need to be worried about battery life on the V5. That will not be a problem. as with us at Honor, we have our third generation of our silicon carbon batteries, meaning we have crammed a massive 5,820 milliamp hours battery inside this device. Also, for everyone out there, they're not going to know what that means. So what that really means in terms of real world usage is 20 hours of YouTube video playback or 49 hours on standby, which is 9 hours more than a competitor device can offer. And for everyone out there that's like, oh, well, what happens if it uses the battery quickly and I run out before the end of the day? Don't you worry. We have 66 watt wired fast charging and 50 watt wireless charging built into the V5 as well.
So we have a device here, right, that's thin, it's light, it's durable, and it packs one hell of an awesome battery that'll cope with whatever it's thrown at it at a day-to-day basis, right?
Exactly that.
One thing that we haven't mentioned though is the camera specs and camera abilities on the Honor Magic V5. So I'm quickly going to go through the specs with you just so you can understand. So on the back here, we have an incredible 64 megapixel telephoto lens that goes up to 100 times digital zoom. We have a 50 megapixel main camera lens and we have a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. So really offering a multitude of different ways for our customers to take pictures. And if we turn it round, on the front, we have a dual 20 megapixel front facing camera as well. So whether they have it folded or unfolded, our customers can take the same incredible selfies every time.
Ash, incredible selfies is a big thing nowadays with people using their devices. However, it's also all about getting that perfect photo. So when it comes to the camera on the V5, what we've actually got is something brand new. So when you open up the camera app, you'll have now here on the left-hand side, cover screen preview, which one allows you to be able to see the photo you're going to take. So first of all, for everyone there, they can see Ash on the cover screen preview, and now Ash can see himself and see what the photo is going to look like. Now, I just want to bring your attention to the fact, think of a scenario where you've been taking a photo of your partner and they've been like, oh no, don't like that angle, oh no, don't like the way I look in that photo. Well, cover screen preview helps you out massively with that. No more taking 10 or 20 photos, you get that first shot photo because of cover screen preview. Cover screen preview also allows you to have an animated character on the front. So now, if you have young kids at home or a niece or nephew, you're able to get their attention looking at the screen, but then also getting that perfect photo rather than having to call their name or click to get their attention looking at the camera.
So our customers know how they can take some incredible selfies. What about if you show them some of the AI features on the camera so that they can really edit them pictures as much as they want?
Well, Ash, that would be a great thing for our customers, right? And also being able to bring stuff from previous phones of ours. So when you go into gallery, we have our gerbil right here. I can click AI edit at the bottom, which will give me 4 different options to be able to edit this photo. So I have AI eraser, which standardly allows you to erase things from the photo. I have erase as passers-by, which will take people out the backdrop of the photo, and remove reflection. So if you're at the zoo taking a photo of the lions, for example, and you get that reflection in your photo, it's a bit annoying, right? Well, no more with remove reflection. That will make it look like you've been standing in the lion's cage, taking that crystal clear photo, but actually you're not getting eaten by the lion instead. Then you've got AI upscale. So if, for example, you've got older photos at home that you wanted to take a photo of, so you have a digital copy of them, instead of having to lose quality by taking that photo, you can actually upscale the image so it looks even better. You've got AI cutout. So for example, if I click that, that will scan off Gerbil and go, oh, is that what you want to take out the image? And that will allow me to then modify the background or make the background transparent. And then I've got AI outpainting, which allows me to change the aspect ratio of any photo that I now have in my gallery.
I think they are some amazing AI features for our customers to use on their camera. We truly are giving them next level technology. The thing is, okay, so we're allowing our customers to shoot the pictures they want, edit the pictures the way that they want to edit them, and what about sharing? So Now our customers can share the images that they take on their Honor Magic V5 in a really easy format, no matter what device a friend or family member might have. Long gone are the days where we have to share everything through social media like WhatsApp or Instagram, which degrades the quality. Now, because of the Alpha Plan and Honor Connect, I can instantly share images with a competitor device. Let me show you a quick demonstration. So I'm going to load up my gallery here, and I'm going to bring up a picture of my gerbil, my pet gerbil, that I'm going to share with Jack's competitor device, and hover it over the top. If you give it a second or so, and there, as you like, quick as a flash, I can instantly share that image to Jack's device. Not just images though, we can also do videos or big files. And one more thing is we can do it bi-directionally as well. So if Jack has a good picture or a big file that he wants to send to me, no problem at all. That helps us all be more connected than ever before.
So what we've got, Ash, is we've got a device that has great camera, great display, great durability, awesome battery. But let's get into the internals, right? That's where it's going to change people's lives at home. So we've got a massive 512 gig of storage as standard on our device. We've then got 16 gig of RAM. So that actually for us at Honor means you've got up to 32 gig of RAM because we have Honor RAM Turbo. We've then got one of our big partners in our Alpha Plan, Qualcomm, who created the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip inside, which powers all of our AI editing tools, and another massive partner of ours through Alpha Plan, Google, who give us 7 years of software and security updates.
So we are actually future-proofing our customers with the V5. Not just that, but a little bit more on our partnership that we have with Google. Of course, the great thing about Google is Google Gemini. And we have Google Gemini on the V5. And I'm going to show you an example how a customer may use it or a benefit for them on a day-to-day basis. So I'll show you how quickly it is to launch. So I'm going to go on my device and swipe from the bottom right. And what is this plant, Gemini?
That's a beautiful little plant.
And quick as a like, Gemini is able to help us with everyday activities, whether it's telling us what a flower is or what a plant is, or telling us what a building is that we're not sure as well. That's just one example. It can help you rewrite emails, whether you're sending it to a colleague or whether you're sending it to somebody like a client. Not just that, but one thing that I find very useful is if you've been working hard all day, you want to go home and you've got a fridge full of food, Google Gemini, point it at the food in your fridge, and Google Gemini can give you some suggestions on what you can rustle up and really support and finish your day in a great way. Another great point about the Alpha Plan, and actually this is more about our ecosystem now and how we can really work close and collaboratively for a demonstration. I'll tell you one of the important uses between the V5 and the Pad 10 and why it's important. Well, hybrid work is on the rise in this country. So more people spending a couple of days in the office and then a couple of days out in the field or back home. So they want an all-in-one solution that down. Well, they now have that solution with the Honor Magic V5 and the Honor Pad 10. They can have a whole work setup for less than a kilogram in their bag. Jack, take them away.
Right, so the first thing with Pad 10 or V5 is that you will need to be signed in to the same Honor account. So, as you can see here, it says Pad 10 and V5. That is because they're signed into the same Honor account. So when I click in there, that will give me Magic Ring. Now, with Magic Ring, all I have to do is one tap on my V5, and then I will drag screen sharing across to my Pad 10, and just like that, it appears on your Pad 10 for you. So now you have full access to your V5, but while using your Pad 10.
Truly next level connectivity. I do have a question though, Jack. So obviously we know we can unfold the V5, right? If I do that, will that work?
So Ash, Magic Ring is great, right? In terms of it will copy the form factor of your phone. So you could do this with any Honor device. So with our V5, it will just like that, copy the form factor onto your Pad 10.
Okay, what about this one, right? I've taken an awesome picture on my V5 and I want to share it with the Pad 10. How difficult is that?
Well, Ash, it's already not that difficult because you'd be able to use Honor Share, but it's even quicker once you have Magic Ring loaded. So all I do is go into my gallery. I've got my gerbil here. I can press and hold, drag him across onto the Pad 10, and just like that, he's there for you to be able to see.
So we truly are making our customers' lives so much easier and easier than ever before when we're trying to set people up. So if we're doing a lot of multitasking, it's important that we have a big battery, right? So the battery size on the Honor Pad 10 is a staggering 10,100 milliamps. Customers don't really understand what that means though, Jack. So let's contextualize it for them.
Well, Ash, let's put it this way. If I was to charge my Pad 10 to 100%, right, I would be able to leave it for not 10, not 20, not 30 days, but up to 90 days, and it would still have juice left for me able to do some work on. So you could leave this device at 100%, come back to it 3 months later, and it would still have charge.
So really helping people with their battery anxiety, which I think is an incredible thing. Not just that, but we have a massive display on the Honor Pad 10 as well, which is a staggering 12.1 inches large. So really great for watching content, and also 120 hertz refresh rate. So great for gaming or great for scrolling. And again, great at multitasking as well, and you don't have to worry about it stuttering. Another thing that we tend to do on our tablet is watching content and watching video feed, right?
Yeah.
So how does the Pad 10 support that?
Well, Pad 10 supports that by having HDR certified with Netflix. So what that means is when you're looking at your screen on Netflix, watching a video, watching your favorite TV series, you're going to see the actual colors that Netflix want you to see, and it really being a vivid display.
And of course, truly immersive as well. So we've got the screen size. What's another thing that's really important? Okay, volume. So how many speakers are on the Pad 10?
There's 6 speakers on the Pad 10 in total, Ash, and they all work with Dolby Atmos, so you get that full surround sound experience as well.
We truly are supporting customers as much as possible with this incredible device. There is another thing that does come free. What is it?
I've got it, Ash.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Wow.
So with the Pad 10, what you will get is the keyboard case. So the device just slips in, and then away you go. You have the keyboard case with the Bluetooth keyboard, meaning that what you're able to do is have, like you said, that PC experience, but away from home. You can even connect a Bluetooth mouse, so you really have that full-on experience.
We do also have a 8 megapixel front facing and back facing camera, which means it's great for Teams calls, and it's also great for them family quiz events. And of course, you will know that Granny is Granny a million miles away and not cheating, because we have AI deepfake detection on that device as well. So that was a bit of a quick breakdown on the Honor Pad 10 and the Honor Magic V5 and how they work seamlessly well together, and how we can support our customers with any sort of solution that they want with an office workout. The next thing that we're going to cover is the Honor 400 Smart. Bit of a customer interaction so that you understand the best way to approach a customer and features to talk about. So, what brings you into store today, sir?
Well, I'm actually looking for a phone for my son. He's starting secondary school. He's been breaking my phone a lot, and he needs his own phone. Plus, at the same time, it's just not easy to find a phone these days.
Okay, well, don't worry. I'm here to change your life in a positive way. So I'm going to talk about the Honor 400 Smart and just cover some real key aspects. But before I do that, what is it that you're actually looking for in a phone? What do you think he wants from it as well?
Well, he's definitely going to need to be able to look at TikTok, because that's what he's doing all the time at the moment. He needs a really good display, something that's going to show all of the color that he's looking at, and it just needs to be durable.
Okay, so first of all, I want you to hold this in your hand just so that you can feel the weight and feel the actual premiumization of this entry-level device. Does it feel nice, light and thin?
Feels really nice, actually. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, as you can see, it has a staggering 6.7-inch display, so really great for watching that content. It's got 120 hertz refresh rate, so when he's scrolling through socials or, again, doing a bit of gaming or multitasking on this device, it's not going to lag for him. You mentioned something about battery, right?
Yeah, it does need to last all day while he's at school.
Cool. Well, the Honor 400 Smart has a eye-watering 6,500 milliamp battery. So it's a battery life that's going to last him all day. And let's be honest, we know what kids are like. They'll forget to charge their device at night time. Well, have no fear, because the 400 Smart has a 35-watt supercharge. So if he doesn't charge it at night time, a quick bang on charge in the morning, and he's ready for the rest of the day.
Now that does sound pretty impressive, in fairness.
Durability, right? You were talking about that he drops your device.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, well, the 400 Smart has got you covered. It now has an increase to 2-meter drop resistance. So it's able to cope with them everyday activities or accidents. And also it is IP64 rated, which means that it's fully dust-proof, and at the same time it's splash-proof as well. So if he spills a drink on it, he can just wash it under the tap and he's ready to go.
Now that it does sound like a phone I would need.
There are a couple of more features that I think would be really beneficial just to show you, if that's okay.
Here you go.
So the first one being, on the 400 Smart, we have a dedicated AI button on the side here. And the great thing about this AI button is you just click it and it launches your AI mobile assistant. So it'll load your applications, and these are interchangeable as well. So if he's got some maths homework where he needs a calculator, he can quickly access that. Now, if you long press the button, it launches Google Lens, which he can use for scanning his homework or any QR codes that he might come across. Or if you're going abroad and you need to translate a menu, you can get him to do it for you as well.
Okay, that's pretty good, in fairness, Ash.
Another question for you, and I think this is very important in terms of being able to have control or an understanding how much your child uses their device. Is that important to you?
Yeah, he can't be on the phone all of the time, otherwise when's he going to be learning?
Brilliant. So let me just quickly show you that in the settings here, we'll just click settings, and then digital wellbeing and parent controls, you can actually see and set timers. You can see how long they've been on their device, you can set timers for their applications, and you can even set something like a bedtime mode as well, so that they don't get notifications at night time, keeping them up all night, so that they are ready to take on school for the next day. The last thing that I do want to mention for you is it is also A-rated in terms of a European measurement, which means that it is a lot more eco-friendly than some competitor devices out there as well. What do you think?
Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us for that pretty awkward customer interaction, but you get a general idea how that works and what key selling points to talk about with a customer. Before we leave, Jack is going to hit us with some real awesome gift with purchase offers that have launched or will be launching very soon.
Ash, if you wouldn't mind picking up that Magic 7 Lite for me, that's where we're going to start. So the Magic 7 Lite as a gift with purchase coming to your stores of £199 in value. What that consists of is our Honor Choice earbuds, our Honor Choice watch, and the Pad X7. So some great gifts there with the device. Then we've got our 400 Pro. So with our 400 Pro, we have yet again a great value of gifts. We have £344 worth of gifts, including our wireless charger, our X7 tab, our watch, and our Pro over-ear headphones.
Truly some amazing gift with purchases there. And as we know, the festive season is just around the corner. So if customers don't want them for themselves, they can wrap them up, give them to their friends or families and pets, and everybody's happy for that festival day. Well, I think that's about us. Thank you very, very much for joining us on today's YouTube Live, and we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.